to Knit One,
Part 2, Episode 256.
I'm Sheila, also known as Sheila D37.
I'm Wendy, also known as Penny Wendy, and welcome back after our little brief hiatus from recording. If you're a first-time viewer, thank you for checking us out. And return viewers, we finally had a window where we could record. This is going to be a bad summer.
It is going to be a bad summer, and it could go all the way down to the end of the year because things are happening at work.
She's got things at work, and I'm trying to sell my house. And then if I sell my house, I have to move. And it's just...
There may be a long
hiatus free time.
With work, and I didn't even get a chance to tell you, is there's a woman who's taking maternity leave, and my boss asked me if I would, because it's at a cancer center, and they want one person there, not 4 or 5 different people. She asked if I would cover it, and I would, but it's 8 to 4:30. Which would be Monday to Friday, no weekends, yay. But weekends have to be for family too, so we'll see what goes on. That won't be until September, but still, there's a lot going on with both of us.
Yeah, it's going to be, because if I moved, it would be in either August or September.
And then if I'm pretty sure I'll be doing this, it's gonna affect us. So please bear with us. We appreciate it. Shout outs. We're still doing the Blue Moon and Knit Along.
Yeah.
Today officially, is it today or tomorrow? I don't even know. How many days does June have?
I don't know.
30 days.
Let me look on the phone.
30 days, okay. No, I was just saying 30 days have
so
September.
Tomorrow is the 1st of July.
Tomorrow's the 1st. So tomorrow I will put a little space holder for the month, and next week or the next time we record, if it's going to be a few weeks, I will post the winner. Although the winner still hasn't contacted me from last month. So maybe I'll put out a little shout. I don't remember who it is. I have to go back. I have notes written around somewhere. We're also doing our May-June knit along, which is yellow. We will do that until we record again.
Yeah.
So you can post that until we record. We haven't thought about another knit along. Maybe we won't.
Yeah, we have to talk about scheduling after we record this show.
So that is the knit alongs.
Yep. And we are going to draw for the Knit My Skirt contest that we did in the last 2 episodes. So that'll be in the Gossip and Innuendo section. And we are going to announce a new contest for Carolyn Noyes' latest pattern called Ellsworth Tee. It's a short sleeve. It's a cute short sleeve sweater. So that'll be in Gossip and Innuendo as well.
All right.
So I think you go
on
first.
The dance card?
Yep.
All right. On the dance card, I have 3 active things I've been working on. Right now, I'm in the middle of the Monkey Sock by Cookie A.
Purl or no purl?
No purl. You know me and pearls.
Which Crafty Pancakes is the lady that came up with that.
Right. It's still under Cookie A, though, just so you know.
Yeah, because she associated it
with
that.
So this is, it's in Jingle Bell Rock, Blue Moon Fiber Arts. So I've knit, this is my second sock that I've knit in a month. It counts for Blue Moon knitting. Mm-hmm. Does not count for my stash, dash, down, whatever you want to call, because it is not my stash.
Oh.
This is for my friend Tara. This is the second sock that I've knitted for her. Well, second pair of socks that I'm knitting for her. I finished the other one, and I'll show you. So this is the Blue Moon. I'm doing cuff down, but I am doing a fish lips kiss heel. 64 stitches, I think, is what the pattern calls for. It's a free pattern on knitty.com.
Yeah.
But if you want to size it, different sizes, it's a paid pattern. Or it's in one of her books, I think, too.
Yeah, that could be right.
So right now I did 4 repeats down the front, 3 repeats in the back. 1, 2, 3. Or is it 4 on the back? Either way, I did like about 1 repeat without doing it in the back so that you have the heel.
Right.
So this is on size 2 needles. Knitter's Pride Cubic. Sorry, I had to think about what I was doing. I'm still working on my vanilla stripes. This is something that is car knitting because this is completely and utterly mindless. Because if it's anything that I have to look down for, I get nauseous. I get nauseous easily in the car. This is fish lips, no.
Fishnets.
Knits.
You do that every time.
Fishnets yarn in the colorway that I've renamed as
Runs on
recycled parts. It's the Fight Like a Girl colorway. Yes, Fight Like a Girl, which she restocked recently. As
so
Fight
if you like that color.
Yeah, I love the color. I was tempted to get another one, but I haven't worn these yet. So, and I don't know if I showed this last time. It's been so long, but I did a really good amount of progress on this.
Oh, and that's the
CBD.
The Neckcessory.
Yep. By Deborah
Tomasello.
I can't even remember the name. And it's similar to the one you were working on.
Yeah, I know.
It's really, feel this. It's
nice.
Yeah, this is cotton rayon. And one day I was at one of the offsites and I just plugged along on it. And it's a really nice, mindless knit. And the eyelets that I'm doing, you can see them. Let me go that way because you can see them through the... Whenever I felt like doing it. The only thing is...
That's what I did on mine.
The only thing is there's a setup row before it.
Yeah.
And I got to pay attention to that. So when I'm thinking, I'll throw in an eyelet, and I look at what row I'm on, and I'm like, okay, the next row I have to do the setup row.
That was like this one.
I was concerned on whether or not this could be completely mindless because it's 2 strands together, but I don't have an issue where I split them at all.
Right.
They seem to be holding really well, and it's super, super soft. This is going to be like a nice spring, summer shawl, like if you're going into an air conditioning.
Yeah.
Because it's cotton rayon. It's nice. That's all I have actively on the needles.
Okay. So I only have 2 things actively on the needles. The first thing is I started a new pair of socks. I started these on Monday.
I was going to say recent.
Monday. It's Thursday. Haven't had a lot of knitting time for I'll explain
Monday to Thursday. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm on that. But so this is Knitpicks Felici in the bubble colorway, and I put a little stitch on here, and I wish I remembered the name of it. I was gonna just knit a vanilla sock, but I started doing that, and then I was like, no, it's gonna bug me if it's gonna be too boring. I need something.
Oh really?
I need this. That's why I do this. I need something on my sock. So I pulled out a stitch book, and I found a stitch. If you look at it, it's really interesting. It is a version of Feather and Fan, but it's not a Feather and Fan. It has these little, I don't know if you can see them, like the stitches make little bumps.
It's got a texture to it.
It's kind of textury. And then when you stretch it out, it's
gorgeous.
Still equally pretty. So I just thought it was like pretty and feminine, and it went really well with these colors. That was what I was kind of looking for. I like the way it makes the stripe curve up when it goes over the pattern. So, yeah. This is, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but it's in the bubble colorway, and I have to knit this much more of the leg before I knit the cuff. So I'm almost there. And it is my basic sock pattern. If you bought either of my recent sock patterns, this is the one that I use. Toe up and fish lips kiss heel. And I put this here. And I was telling Sheila, it would have looked really pretty if I had done it on both sides too, like had 2, 1 on each side. So maybe the next sock that I do, I'll try that with a different pattern.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show how quickly you can make something really pretty. I think this is beautiful for self-striping, and it would be beautiful on a semi-solid or a solid sock. But I don't know if you would be able to see all the detail in this if you did it with...
right, on something like this.
With variegated.
You probably wouldn't. The reason Monkey works so well is because it's a larger pattern.
I don't know that this would do anything for it.
No.
So, yeah. But I think for self-striping, this is super cute.
I can't wait to try it because I have some solid Blue Moon that I've been dying to knit with.
I'll write it up for you.
Oh, no, take your time.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean, like I did with the other one.
I know, and I love the atomic blender sauce,
This is so easy, too. This is a 4-row pattern repeat.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's easy. Because you can see I don't actually have a pattern. I started it by looking at the book. I did actually do a chart for it on my phone because I was going out to knit.
Oh,
in public.
right.
And so I was like, I might forget it. Like, I'm doing it right now and I'm not forgetting it, but what if I get out there? So I did do a little chart for it.
Excuse me.
But it's very simple.
I love when you don't need, like, you need it for 1 or 2 repeats,
right.
and then you just...
And it's really easy when you look at where you are. You're like, okay, I need to do the eyelet row here. Or I need to do another plain row. Like, it's really easy to tell what you have to do next. So if you put it down and you pick it up, you're like, oh, yeah, that's what I need to do.
Yeah, that's what I like about this one, too.
I'm not sure what makes it bump like that, but it just is really cute. It's like something about I wish you could, yeah, you can kind of see it. I don't know why those stitches bump up, because I don't do anything special to them. They're just stitches. It has something to do with the way that you knit it. It looks like 3 little branches with a puffy flower on top that go up in a row. It's pretty.
Huh.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what makes it do that. Because right here, see, they just bend over.
Right, there's nothing, it's not...
I don't really know why.
Must be the combination of whatever it is.
Some tension thing.
I mean, did it look like that on the...
In the book? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's why I picked it. I liked it because it was kind of textury, but it was also kind of lacy, because I wanted something lacy and girly.
Excuse me.
I was actually looking... You all right?
Yeah, I think I got some cat here.
I can get you Kleenex box.
Sorry. All of a sudden, wow, I haven't had an attack like that in a while.
Well, the dust is probably all stirred up because of all the cleaning that we did.
Thank you. Sorry. Geese are flying low.
So, yeah, I'm having fun with that. That's one thing on the needles. The second thing, which is on the hook, is my giraffe. This is in timeout right now. Fortunately, I have until August to finish it.
It's a good thing, like you said, that you started early.
So I got the hind legs done, and they're super cute. There's his little butt. And then I got the body, some of the body attached, and then I tried to attach the front leg, but I do not understand. This is a lot of 3D construction with different shapes that you got to do together, and I did this leg, I attached it wrong because I can't visualize in my head, even while looking at the diagram, what she's doing. I think I need to rip it back and just go on blind faith and be like, I'm just going to do what it says, which I think is wrong. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I can't see in my head why it's that way, and that'll probably fix it right up.
Now, does she have videos? I thought she had some videos on this.
She might. She had a video that I watched to learn how to join as I go. But I didn't see videos on the construction. Maybe there.
I think if you try going to her pattern page, I think there's some videos on the bottom.
Because this leg is attached wrong. So, and I left.
It almost
tail.
looks like it's sticking out.
It's the wrong way. It's meant to. It should be attached. It should be turned a turn. Do you see? So it's like this.
Yeah. Okay.
So it should be attached like that. I just attached it. I did something wrong. But I put it aside because I was getting frustrated trying to figure it out. I attached that leg twice.
Oh.
The first time it was wrong, and the second time it was wrong, and then I just was like, okay, I have to stop or I'm going to start hating this project.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
So, yep, that is Jedi the Giraffe. And he will get done, just not soon. And then my bubble socks.
Or what you've been working on.
Yeah, and I just say that because this colorway is called Bubble. I like it. It's very girly. It's very princessy.
You know, it's funny because Felici, has been on my Instagram feed quite a bit this week because they must have just come out with the new colors. And JML
Knitter.
Yeah.
She and Jen bought a ton.
Probably every color by the looks of it. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even think. What's that one? The black one?
This one's called Dark Side.
I like that one, and
I'll show you. I bought more than this. I just bought this. This is the new.
I've never tried it, so I might have to break down and try it sometime.
It's so inexpensive.
I know. It's just,
and
I don't need any more. I know.
I have 9 giant bins of yarn upstairs. 9 giant bins. 9. Like, you could put a dead body in one of these bins. So, did I need more sock yarn? No, I did not. But it was Felici, and it was new. And
I know, and they have some really
my
pretty
friend
colors,
Wendy,
too.
who summers in Michigan and winters in Florida, sent me a message saying, you need to get on the internet because
Wendy, it's your fault.
I love her for it. And I went on there and I ordered 3 colors. And I was actually restrained. I could have ordered like 6 colors.
See, I mean, the dark side really appeals to me, but when I looked on screen, nothing jumped out at me. And I think if something jumped out at me, I would go for it, but nothing jumps out at me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm missing a skein. I hope the cat didn't get it. Oh, well, I'll figure it out later. I'm missing the other one of these. I like this one, too.
I don't know. So it looks nice and soft, and I always like how it feels when you have it knit up.
Yeah, these are great socks to wear. So yeah, those 2 things are the only thing I have on the dance card.
All right, rate your date. I have 1 complete date to rate and a project half done. Unfortunately, my date to rate, I don't physically have because I already gave it away. So that was my butterfly Flutterby socks that I knit for my friend Tara.
In some kind of EMFA.
No, it was Seacoast. She gave me the wrong name.
Oh.
So it's Seacoast is the name of the color, and it's really pretty. And this
Was it Blue Moon?
Blue Moon socks at rock, medium weight.
Seacoast.
And that's my finished project.
Thanks.
It's on my project page if you want to get a closer look to it. It's a great way, Flutterby if you've never knit. So I did it a little differently.
You left a gap in the center.
I left a gap in the center because I'm all about the ease. The good
When
thing
you
about
do
these
slip
things,
stitches all the way around, sometimes it's too tight.
Yeah.
There's no ease.
I did it on 65 stitches, but was it 65? 65 stitches, but the way that I did it on the back, I did it slightly different. I wrote my notes. All my notes that I ever do for my socks are on my project page just for me. Well, I mean for you guys, but for me so that when I do the second, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But this really, you can see on this how it breaks up colors for variegated, and then when I started knitting it plain, you can see how it pools.
Yeah.
So this is if you don't want it pooling, this is definitely a good pattern to prevent it. It looks really good that way. So I finished that, and I started a new sock, the monkey sock, but I do have 1 finished. And this, even with the stitch, you can see how it kind of did a spiral stripe.
Yeah.
And
Even I'm getting like an itchy nose.
this is a fish lips Casille, so. Normally this calls for a regular heel cut.
Yeah.
Flat, but I did fish lips Casille because 64 stitches. She's got about the same size foot as me, but smaller, like shorter.
Yeah.
And on this size yarn, I typically knit a 60. And with it being somewhat lacy, it was going to stretch. So I figured 64 would have been fine. With the fish lips kiss heel, that's what I was trying to get at. Sometimes the heel.
Yeah, gets a little narrow.
Yeah. So that's all I have for finished objects.
I have 2 dates to rate. The first one is what started out as an extempore shawl, but I don't even think I should call it that anymore because I didn't follow, except for the cast on, I didn't follow any directions on this shawl. Oh, you can't really see it. It's really pretty. There you go. I did it from 2 skeins of gradient yarn. It is going to curl like a mofo. I'm just saying, there's no way around it. I haven't blocked it yet, but no blocking is going to save this.
I will say, though, the color here does not do it justice on the camera as compared to real life.
It's so brilliant.
It's such a beautiful aquamarine.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. But it came out really, it's huge.
Really long.
This is the top of the shawl.
This is how wide it is, which is fine for a neck.
It's just,
It's not blocked.
It's not blocked at all, but it's
super,
you know,
super long.
it can wrap around your neck.
I like how the ends get thin. I like that look.
I do too. And it's, you know, you can just wrap it around a couple of times.
Yeah, that looks good like that.
But I didn't have time to block it. And this is actually a great time to block it because there's nobody to go bug it in the playroom.
Yeah, that's true.
So I finished that, and that was out of Freya hand paints, and I used 2 skeins, and I used one I pulled from one end, and then I continued with the other end of the other one, so the colors would go into the light and then back out to the dark. And then I finally finished Indigo Frost poncho. I'm going to put it on. I love it. I love how it came out. It's really super comfy. And I made it
super warm too.
It is. And I made it this long. So just to my cuff, which is what I wanted. I haven't blocked this yet either, but I like how you can put your hands under it and you're like in a little blanket if you want to stay warm and if you want to be knitting on your couch. I can put my hands up and it's still covering my torso, and then I could have like a Afghan underneath me or whatever. But it came out great. I love it. This was worth it. And it said I would need to use 6 skeins of this yarn, and I used 4.5.
It was worsted weight?
Worsted weight. This is This is
Treatment
Color Classy in the In Vino Veritas colorway, and I love it. This is going to be a staple in the fall. It'd be perfect for taking my kid to school.
Yeah.
So that is my second date. Let me just write that down. Shawl and Frost. I can't remember what it's called. And those are the only dates I have to rate. So there's no Whirlwind Romance. I packed up all my spinning stuff. Future dates.
Right now, just finished my socks that I'm knitting for my friend Tara. I want to finish my striped socks and then the shawl, and then we'll go from there. I'm not thinking, I mean, I look at everything and I want to cast on everything, but I'm not looking, I need to finish things first.
I'm going to pull some yarn out for a sweater that I had. I might start working on that, but I will probably be sticking to small projects like socks because I've had to pack all of my yarn, and it's going to be in a pod for a while we show our house, so I'm not going to have access. So I pulled out like a bunch of skeins of sock yarn because then I can always just cast on a sock and have something. So that's going to be my future dates. Baubles and Bling.
I have one Bauble and Bling. I want to show you. This here is one of them. I didn't purchase it, but it was gifted to me for making the socks.
Yeah, it's cute.
It is.
You can't really see how bright the green stones
It's
are.
sterling silver, and it's by my friend Tara, who did the stitch markers that I'm using on. Well, you can't see the stitch marker on that, but it's Crystal Butterfly Company. She made this for me. It's sterling silver with, I want to say,
Swarovski crystals?
Yeah, I think so.
It's pretty.
And I picked the green because
you like green.
I like the green. Well, it means something to me.
Yeah.
So that's my Baubles and Bling. And then we got a lovely gift from Lee Set Webs, and we really do appreciate it. We got the sock ruler.
Yeah, these things are great.
It was a nice surprise to get in the mail.
Yeah, it is.
I love these.
These are so handy. I like to keep it right in my bag with my sock. Then when I can measure it. So that'd be great. Thank you, Lise.
Thank you, Lise. I love it. I appreciate it.
I have 2 Baubles and Bling. First of all, Fibernymph did an update, and I love her bedazzled base. It's so sparkly. And she had something called Mixed Up Kitty. She made a mistake when she was dyeing Soft Kitty, and so she put like a rainbow in it. And I'm like,
now you had Soft Kitty,
yeah,
right?
I have Soft Kitty socks. So I was like, oh, that's different. I really like it. And then I was like, oh, it's on the bedazzled base. So I bought this. Her bedazzled base is superwash merino, nylon, and stellina, and it's so sparkly. You can kind of see the sparkle here. It's super sparkly, and I just love knitting with this base. So this is one of the skeins that I have saved up here in case I run out of stuff to knit.
Well, the good thing about those type of skeins is you can do like a shawl if something strikes your fancy too with the sock yarn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be socks. Like your stripes, I would stick with the socks.
Yeah.
The Felici, but with a skein like that, you can make a nice shawl out of that.
No, it's still striping.
Oh, all right.
It's still striping, but it has rainbow instead of soft kitty. Then when Bindi called me up and told me to get on Knitpicks, I did get on Knitpicks. I bought the bubble, which I already showed you. I bought Dark Side, which is a really dark gray, like a charcoal gray with a rainbow.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like that one too. And then I bought Sprinkles, which has orange and yellow. I liked it. It's different than anything that I have. I can't find the other skein of this. I had 2 skeins, so I know it exists, but it might have fallen out of my bag somewhere. There's been a lot of turmoil in here.
I bet.
So, yeah, I need to find the other one of these. I might have gone in one of these bags, too. I'm a little nervous that I can't see it, but oh well.
Find it.
Worst case scenario, I can always just order another skein.
Oh, no, you'll find it.
I hope so. But yeah, it's cute. Or I can just make little socks out of it. So yeah, I don't know how much is left, but they just redid. They do their colors twice a year. They do an update in the summer sometime, and they do an update in the winter sometime. And usually each update has some new colors.
Yes, I think they re-up some other colors if they're really
They
popular.
did. They had like the Doctor Who colorway. There were some colors that I had seen before. They had a lot of new colors this time too. They had like an ocean one that was really nice, but I have so many blue socks. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to get that. I could have literally bought 6 different colorways, but I limited myself to 3. So I appreciate Bindi giving me the heads up on that, because I hate finding out about it after some of the colors have sold.
Yeah, they have a lot of darker colors. Yeah, Time Traveler, is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah, Time Traveler's a reboot.
And
I almost bought the rainbow.
Rainbow.
But then I thought, do I own the rainbow? And I couldn't be sure. So
I don't know.
I might or I might not.
I like Eclipse.
Yep, I liked Eclipse too. There's a lot of really cute colors. So if you haven't had a chance, get on Knitpicks, and it's a good price, but do remember that you have to buy 2
Yeah, it's $5.49 a skein.
But you do have to buy 2.
2.
So that's it for my... Oh, wait. I do have this Bauble and Bling. I just want to tell you about this. This is a Camelback Eddy, and it has a straw that goes all the way down to the bottom, and it has a bite valve. So you bite this valve, and then you can drink.
Mm-hmm.
I like this for when I have to carry water around, because my thermos one for the house is really heavy, so I don't like to take that out. It also doesn't fit in my car cup holder, but this does, and when it's empty, I can hook it on my purse.
Oh, nice.
Strap. I got this for free because this company, Promega, gave it away as swag at a conference that my husband went to.
Oh, nice. That's
so
a nice swag.
He comes home, and he's like, puts it on the counter. I said, where did this brand new Camelback bottle come from? Because we have a bunch of them for hiking.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, oh yeah, I got that for swag, and it was a nice bottle, so I took it, and I'm like, mine. And I've been using it because I have to drink 96 ounces a day, so that's what I use. So that's it for Baubles and Bling, Crushes and Heartbreaks.
Crushes and heartbreaks. I have a few things going on. Work is, I don't know what I'd call work right now. Work is work. A lot of things going on. I've been doing a lot of offsites, which I don't mind right now. I'm not crazy about the hours, but to get out of the drama is not such a bad thing. Zachary's appointment for his cochlear implant, my husband and I made an appointment for July 21st. We are going to talk with them, and I think at that point, Zachary wants to do it, so I think at that point we can hopefully continue on. I did look at the 3 different brands. Interesting, and I wish I could grab a little of each for all, to make it, but so we're doing that. School's over for the kids. I feel bad because this is the first year neither of them have anything to do when they've been in the house. And I've been working, so... But my husband's got some vacation time. We got some vacation time. My brother's taking them for a week. Vacation with them, which is nice. trying to think what else is going on. My dad's home.
No,
He
that's
leaves
nice.
soon. Goes by so quick. We had a nice family cookout last weekend in celebration of Father's Day and my father turning 70.
Oh, that was
And
nice.
so we had some fun with some mustaches. And we had lobster and clams.
That's
Steamers, I
nice.
should say. It was delicious. We had a good time. That's about it.
That's good. My crush is that my kids are spending a month with my parents. They left last week and they won't be back until the end of July. So I'm able to get a lot of stuff done, which needs to happen because we want to try to sell our house before they come back. And we're probably in the market in my town is really good right now. So we're probably not going to have a problem selling our house in like one day,
Probably
but we
is.
might have a problem finding a house to buy.
Yeah.
So it's been very stressful, but we are having interior work done, paint work done, starting next week. I have to finish packing up all the surface clutter because I'm having a professional photographer in the week after that. After the interior work is done, and then it'll be a broker open and a showing. So we have a lot going on. I have a dumpster arriving sometime today. They're gonna so that we can clean out some crap that we have in our garage, and we have like the bathroom furniture that we pulled out when we did our rent out. Right. We need to get rid of some stuff. There's some old radiators under the deck that were there when we moved in, and we thought we'd just huck them in there. And at the same time, I've started the process so that I have a pre-approval for a mortgage so that we can make an offer when we need to. We had to check in with our lenders to make sure that we could get enough money for a 5% down on a house if we make an offer, because we're not sure if we're going to get a house before or after we sell our house.
Right.
And we need to have cash when we sign the PNS. So, and we don't have that kind of cash like laying around. So we can loan it, we can borrow, rather than cashing out one of our funds, we can borrow against it and then pay it back in like 60 days or whatever.
Okay.
It won't cost very much money. It will be just a little bit of interest, as opposed to completely taking a withdrawal out of a fund and getting taxed on the withdrawal and then reinvesting money in the fund.
Right. You lose a lot of money.
Yes, we would lose thousands of dollars. So it's really nice that we have this option through our investment company, and we just checked into that. I shopped with 2 different mortgage lenders. Actually, I shopped with a mortgage lender, and then I went to a mortgage broker and told them what our percentage was, and they couldn't find me a more competitive rate right now. Oh. So my lender is giving me a good rate, but the mortgage broker might be able to find us lower closing costs. Oh, so okay. I'm like, all right, well, before I do anything final, I'm going to call you. But yeah, we were really lucky. We got approved for more than we need, so we have wiggle room. Good. And we've run all the calculators, and if we can find a house in our price range, we're only going to end up paying, I think, $400 more a month in mortgage, but we're going to have twice the home.
Oh, good.
Because we have when we got our mortgage rate, the rates, and we never refied, and the rates weren't as good, so it's actually going to be really good.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah, we actually, it's hilarious. We actually would have the exact same mortgage rate if we didn't have to pay taxes on our new home. It would be exactly the same. So we're only paying the taxes.
Oh, wow.
And the homeowners is the only, that bumps it up like $400 or $500. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it makes me realize we should have refied a long time ago and we would have had extra cash. Yeah. But sadly we didn't. So that's a lot going on. And in the middle of all of that, I have nutrition appointments, medical appointments that I have to keep going to because I'm still outpatient, if you want to call it that, from my surgery. So It's going to be a really busy summer, especially if we actually do manage to buy a house. We're going to have to, I don't even know what we're going to do. We're going to be very busy. I guess I'm going to have to hire somebody to come and pack up this house because I'm not going to pack anymore after this. I'm not. We've packed a lot. Like, the real estate agent was pleased with how little stuff, like, we don't have a lot of furniture. And she's like, you don't have any pictures on the wall. And I'm like, yeah, because I had the wall painted last year. And I was like, no pictures. I don't want to ruin the paint. She's like, that's good because we don't like any pictures on the wall. We want it to be completely blank.
Really?
Yep. She has my real estate agent, one of them, they have specialties, and one of them is, she has a staging.
Okay.
I don't know, license or something, so she's going to stage the house after we get it all decluttered. She doesn't want the carpets down either. She wants us to pull up all the carpets, which is fine because they're just area rugs. But she says it shows better to have it be an open expanse than to have it cut off. So tips in case you're selling your house. But everything is moving very fast. And keep your fingers crossed for us that some more houses will come on the market. That's a crush, and it's a big heartbreak, and it's a big stress on us. And that's why, for my part, that's why I was going to try to record on Friday, but Friday is when we started looking at houses and getting the house packed up. And there, I agonized over it, and my husband said, and he's right, you have to do you right now. I have to focus on my health, and I have to focus on getting this house sold and buying a new house. That is my number one priority. Right. And I feel sorry that I can't record, but I have, that's the choice that has to be made right now.
Oh, absolutely.
So sorry about last week, but
as I say, life gets
sorry,
in the way.
not sorry.
As I always say, life gets in the way. I mean,
yeah. And it's really hard because there are two of us. We have to coordinate, and Sheila's really busy too. And it just, some weeks this summer, it's just not going to work.
So putting it out there, pay attention to the thread group, and we'll let you know whether we will not record. I mean, if you don't hear from us, then we'll record. But everything is up in the air with my job. You're moving. So the next 6 months are gonna
be a mess.
Yeah.
So
that's what
fair warning. The only thing coming up is Fiber Revival. That's happening in August. I think it's the first weekend in August, but I'm not sure. But it's posted in our show notes. Abby Frankemont is going to be teaching there. And we are doing a new contest. Carolyn Noyes, one of my favorite designers, who is from Maine, did a beautiful pattern called Ellsworth Tea. Please tell me I didn't. There we go. It's really cute.
It is. It's really cute.
It's just a t-shirt sweater, you knit and fingering weight, and it's got this stripy side pattern on both sides, not just one. It's not a pocket. It's just a design. And then that color is repeated in the trim around the neck and the sleeve. So she is willing to give away three. So what we're doing with this one is we're going to draw one name per week.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to start the thread. You post in the thread. And for the next 3 shows, next week, the week after that, we will draw a name each week. And you can win this pattern. And you can only post once, and you can only win once. So if we accidentally draw the person who won the last time, we'll just draw another name. But that'll give you 3 weeks to get in on the contest. But, what is my sister? But that's what we'll be doing. So, have fun with that. And I'll just ask you to tell me what colors you would pick to do your tea in.
And we chose a winner for the Knit My Skirt.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me.
And the winner is Tonya Twister.
Yep.
Number 32 in the thread. And she said she would knit the Boheme
or Bohemian skirt. I can't remember. Skirt. That's what you wrote.
No, that's what I took it straight from her thread.
So I don't know how you pronounce that.
I'm not bohemian. I don't know.
Bohemian.
I want to say bohemian.
Bohemian skirt.
Yeah, like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Tanya Twister, I will send your name to our person, our contact, and she will send you. I was thinking it's not Cooperative Press. It's
no, it's
what is it? Now I can't remember. Ugh, it's the people that do. Okay, this is what I call hung fusion, and it's because I am not eating enough. I can't ever remember anything. It's the people that do the stitches.
Hold on, tell you in a minute.
And
Knit Ventures, Jocelyn,
but she's from XRX. Thank you. I will send your name to XRX, and you will have that pattern sent to you. That book sent to you.
Sorry, Jocelyn.
I'm hung fused. And then for the next 3 weeks, we'll be drawing names in the contest thread for Ellsworth Tea. And for those of you who don't know, Ellsworth is a town in Maine.
It is.
I don't know if she named it after that, but I'm imagining she might have.
Yeah. Ellsworth.
Because I have a cousin who was born in Ellsworth.
Oh.
So I think that's all we have this week. And we thank you for sticking with us while we have life interrupting our recording schedule, because it's just going to be this way.
It is.
And as much as I love doing this, I have to get my stuff done, and you have to get your stuff done too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Life gets in the way. That's what I keep saying. Life gets in the way. So thank you for watching. Have a good week. We'll see you next time we record.
Knit with Heart. Bye.